What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Nate, and this is NK Gaming Adventures. I hope you guys are all doing well today. We are back in my garage. Oh, and last time, we found this Buggy barn find. This Dodge Challenger, or better known as a Bart. When we found it in the barn, it was in decent condition. Well, we had some issues, and this is what she looks like now. I asked you guys in the last video, and put a comment in the last video, pinned a comment in the last video for myself on this vehicle here. What you guys would like to see me do with this? Did you want me to see me build this from the ground up? Did you want to see me just sell the vehicle as it is? I wanted to know, and I had comments on the video, but nobody commented what they wanted to see done with this vehicle. So, I guess from this point, I'm just going to do what I want to do with the vehicle. Now, I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with this vehicle. And I think the best plan of action is to get it tore apart at first. And cut down to basically the frame. It doesn't have a frame like that B200 over there does. Most of the vehicles in this game don't. But we'll get it cut down and take the body panels off and get just this car cut down to see what the damage is underneath. I'm not going to worry about replacing any of these or fixing the body damage because everything on here is basically too far gone to even worry about at this point. So we're going to have to just buy all new body panels, possibly the full floor, the rear frame rails on here. So there's just so much that, is going to need to be done. This is an absolutely huge job, and it's going to be hard to... Yeah, see, we can't even get to certain things without taking other things off now because it's just... Things are just so badly damaged. So what we're going to do is just take stuff off of this car and just throw it off basically to the side. I mean, everything is garbage. We can't keep any of this... just because the game wanted to be, whatever you want to call it. Wanted to be mean to us. Didn't want us to have our decent car. So the game being the game and making it harder on us. Yeah, it's really a shame. There was quite a bit of the interior that was still decent, and everything's just shot. It's done. Which sucks. It would have saved a lot of money. I gotta figure out where the ones on this side are. Oh, right here. Okay. Now this series is gonna turn into a lot of repetition now again. We're gonna have to build up some money like we did initially. And then we were able to do some things. Yeah, that's junk. Didn't really have any visible wear, but it's junk. So yeah, from here on out, since we only have 11.5 in the bank, in the pocket, it's just going to be back to doing some quick flips, and what we're going to do is be making trips to the used car dealer and to the junkyard to get cars just to do rust repair and paint. That's it. Wondering if it was going to come out. All right, so that is 89. So actually, we're going to try to keep that. What do you know? There is a salvageable parts on this thing. Or, I don't know if I should say parts, but we know of a part. Yeah, that steering wheel's junk. Oh, the steering column. Okay, so we do have salvageable parts. Hey, I'm feeling better already. I think this is junk. Oh, no, it's not. It's just... That's just weird. Oh, maybe it's the color of the interior. Okay, that's why it looks like that. It looks like it's wore out there. But okay, we'll keep that there. Things are looking up, guys. Heck yeah. Maybe the game didn't totally screw us. I know this seat is junk. Not even going to look at that. Yeah, I figured it was time to get back to my garage videos. Took the last kind of few days off. No, well, not really off, but from my garage videos, we had the mod review video and the how to change the car color. I've been asked by a couple of subscribers if I could do those type of videos. So I did put that out there for you guys because I know it's just them that are looking for those type of videos. So I did that and then did a American truck video and then, you know, what I do after that. Ready or Not, I think. I don't know, something like that, guys. But yeah, so there was a few days where we took a little break from this series. Hopefully you guys aren't too mad at me. It's a little tricky finding these bolts now. Because everything's so smashed in, they're not where they are supposed to be. Alright, so we got to get our screwdriver now. Take off that mirror for that headliner. Can we get it in the car? Yeah, we can still. Headliner should fall through the floor. Yep. There we go. That thing's completely junk. Not even going to worry about looking at the sun visors. What about this mirror? Heck yeah, pretty good. So we are getting some interior parts. Where are these screws? Right here, I guess. There should be... Yeah, there's usually two on the side of these, so... Where are these at now? We might have to stick her head through. Yep. Okay, there we go. Yep, 5% ruined for game. When this dashboard, I think before, was possibly salvageable, but I don't know. Trying to see if there's anything else really that needs to be taken off by... Oh, I guess these fenders can be. By a wrench, taken off by a wrench, that's what I was going to say. Oh, you know what, guys? I had someone that wanted me to try to start this car. But now that I have the dashboard and everything out, it won't start. And now that that dashboard is ruined for game, uh, it won't go back in the car anyways. But I guarantee you, this engine would not start. I played this game long enough, it will not start. And that dashboard was ruined for game. They're right there since I believe the key. Is the key on the... No, the key is on the... No, actually. The key is actually on the steering column. I wonder if we can try it like this. I think this will work. Alright, bud, I'm trying to start it for you. Hope you're watching right now. Yeah, because a subscriber asked me if he's like, you know, since it's in the condition it's in, well, what do you got to lose to start it? And he's right, We don't have anything to lose. But I was pretty sure this was not going to start. I'm kind of even surprised it even turns over. Yeah, see, as long as we cranked it and tried to turn it over, nah. It's not going to start. I knew it wasn't. But, hey, we tried for you, bud. We tried. I mean, if the engine would have started, I would have been like, heck yeah. Oh, this can, the front valance can come off. Throw that over here. We should make some decent money off, I think, some of these parts from Steve. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. Stay with me, bud. Okay, let's pull out this radiator. I think the radiator probably has to be shot, I would say. That lower hose is good. I mean, obviously this upper hose is gone. I'm not even going to look at it. And let's undo this side here. You guys see that? You guys see that? Radiator is in perfect condition. 100%. That has to be wrong. Come on. Oh, it looked a little weird, but I think maybe it's the lighting. Wow, I am through a lower hose and a radiator in perfect condition, and that lower hose was 90%, so it was in good condition still. A little bit of wear, but good condition. Oh, these wires might be tricky. Look at that. That did a lot of damage to those wires. Those terminal wires. Battery, 72%. You know what? We need every bit of help we can get. We're keeping that baby. What about the battery tray? This battery tray doesn't look good. Oh, you know what? Maybe because of the fender it's sitting on, that inner fender. We'll keep it and see how it looks on the, when it's restored. Alright, guys. I think it's time. Let's start cutting this car away if we can. We're going to use the good old plasma cutter. Let's cut this roof off. Yeah, that should be for that back piece, I was going to say. This should make the roof come off. This piece here. Does it? Maybe not. Yes, it does. Look at that roof. Look at that roof, guys. Looks like a bug or something, doesn't it? Looks like a dang bug. Alright, let's sleep so we get some better light. Alright, let's get back to cutting. What's going on here? Is that not a piece to cut? There should be a third one weld spot back there somewhere. I don't know. Let's grab the wrench for a second because I see a couple more bolts. Okay, that was for the rear bumper. Get this out of there. You know what? I think if I remember correctly. Is that going to come off of there? Yeah, there we go. I was going to say before, I was having a hard time getting those welds for this piece, those 3 welds across it, to show up before. But maybe that has been fixed, hopefully. Like how the developer had to fix the welds showing up for the rocker panels or whatever on the NIV. He fixed that after the update came out. On this car, it was doing the same thing on that one piece. But I don't know if he knew about that or not. Because I never reported it as a bug. It should come out, yep. That thing's all mangled. Man, it feels good to be back in my garage playing it. I tell you what, after this barn find, after that episode, just needed a little break, I think, and having the last few days away from this game, or a couple days, really. Man, feels good to be back in this game. Not that I didn't play it a tiny bit by myself, because I do, but that weld was hiding right there. Oh, we got one down here. It's hard to find these welds now because the car is so bad. I think that's for the floor underneath. I don't know, maybe that got pushed back in. Okay, this one's out. Yeah. Good old Steve-O's gonna love us. We gotta figure this one out. Let me take off that inner piece of interior here. See if we see anything. 5% ruined for the game. There should be... Run these over here to our pile. Right here. Nah, that might be for the rocker. That might be it. There we go. Anything underneath? Or over here? Man, having a hard time finding this one. See, now the welds aren't showing up for this piece. I don't think. Yeah, I don't see any welds for this piece, and I believe there's welds for this piece right here. Yeah, this piece that runs along the back here, I believe has weld spots on it. And those don't seem to be showing up. Yeah, see, there you go. See, these weld spots on here aren't showing up for this piece. So this was the piece that they're not showing up for. So beware, all the weld spots are not showing up for these for some of these vehicles. Still not having any luck with this piece. Let's get this off of here, the wheel housing. That should pop off of there. But of course it's not going to. Is there any more here? Nope, no more there. Yeah, these aren't coming off. Yeah, maybe a situation where we have to go out and reload back in. Oh, is there a weld there? Yes, there is. They're going to pop off. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get the front radiator support off. %. I was going to say, it looked like that might be all right. Heck yeah. Perfect radiator support along with a perfect radiator. Got my radiator. Alright, so we're going to need to do some other stuff. Should come off of there. Well, you know what? Maybe it won't. There's one right here. Now it should come off, I think. Yep, there we go. Let's grab that one right there. That one. It's crazy how many welds for a rocker panel. Actually, these rocker panels might be good to use again, but we're not going to. If I cut the front of that car off, problem with that is I think the suspension and everything might go with it. So I think it's best to leave everything as it is right now and get that engine and transmission pulled out of here. Get this car up on a lift. Or you know what? I'll probably use jack stands. I'll probably put it up on the jack stands instead of the lift. What I would like to get is these wheel housings out. But I don't know if they're going to come out right now. I'll look at that here in a little bit. Let's get some jack stands. These guys right here. There we go. All right. All right, we straightened it up a little bit. Now let's get this suspension out of here. Trying to pull this out the easiest as I can. Well, you know what? These shock absorbers might look... Okay, yeah. I was going to say, these shock absorbers look a little decent, so... I think it's in our best interest to try to pull these out. Yeah, 59%. We're going to reuse it. We're going to reuse it. That has some good wear on it, heavy wear, but... We're going to reuse her. I think we're going to take these rims off because... I don't think rims get wear. So we're gonna try to reuse these too. That tire does look decent on that one. Yeah, it did have all 4 tires, so. Yeah, that tire looks decent too. So 3 of the tires might be able to be reused. But we'll see. We will see. Oh, that's good. Now that I'm looking at it, I was going to try to pull it out as easy and quickly as I could. But I think it's going to be worth going through this stuff and seeing what's good, what's not. Okay, yeah. That's good. This tie rod certainly is not good. It's not good. I'm not even going to worry about popping off those brakes. Or brake pads, I should say, to see if they're good. Because one's shot anyways, I can tell. Pop off of there, bud. Yep, that's bad. Alright, that was a waste of time. But you don't know unless you try. That's good. That's good. How's this? Strut rod. We're going to reuse it. Get over here. Get back to the pile you belong in. Oh, yeah. That's good. Alright. We need this guy here because we need to pry out our torsion bar, which is bad. Not even going to look at it. Well, I got the pry tool in my hand. We're going to pull out this torsion bar, which might be good. You know what? I don't see any visual wear on it, really. We're going to use it because we need all the help we can get. I am thrilled. This front suspension has a lot of good parts. That's loosened already? Interesting. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Okay, so this car isn't all completely junk. I stand corrected. How much you want to bet this brake disc is not good? Well, I was wrong once again. Don't ever listen to me, guys. It's good. How much you guys want to bet this is good now? Yep. All right, let's gather up these parts here. The bad parts. Wow, I can't believe that most of that was good. Now, there is some missing parts in the front suspension. We do not certainly have all the parts. Let's take out this cross member and see what we're working with. I gotta undo these. The engine mounts. 71. So the cross member's good. Oh, yeah, we do have this stuff. Okay, so I think it was all there. Steering link is bad. Yeah, steering link is bad. Steering arm is good, and this guy right here, steering box, is bad. So the only thing salvageable from that is the steering arm. All right, well, I guess we can work on our rear suspension now. Axle shot. We already knew that. We saw that in the barn. Yeah, these shock absorbers are not in good condition, but I don't see any visible wear on them. So you know what that means. We're keeping them. Normally, I wouldn't want to keep things that are this wore down, but you know what? We need all the help we can get right now. Like I've said, I keep repeating myself, and I don't need to keep repeating myself, but it's the situation that we have at hand. Thing was freaking out. Look how crusty those are. Crusty, dusty, and musty. Stop moving. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You know what? I think we're going to reuse those calipers because they look decent. Yeah. 53%. Not great, but you know what? These are bad. Send those over where they belong. Let's try to get our emergency cable. See what that is. 65. We're going to keep that. There we go. And we need to get our screwdriver. It's bad. That's bad. Those are just too low to reuse. They don't have any visual wear, but I mean, I guess I could say the same thing about this shock over here. That's pretty low, but it's not in the 30s, so we're going to keep it. These here actually might be pretty good, too. These hubs. Yep. We're going to roll with it. What do we got? 93. Nice. Pull off the differential. Differential looks like it could be good, which if it was, it would save a lot of money. Oh, yeah. Thing's almost pristine condition. Sadly, this axle is garbage. And look, guys, just like that, another day has gone by. It's taking us almost 2 days to pull this car apart now. We're still not even done. Where the heck is the bolt? Excuse me. Where's the bolt? Why isn't the bolt coming up? Excuse me. I think that's junk. 97? No. No. That's not 97%, is it? It doesn't look right to me. Does that look right to you guys? That looks kind of bent up. There's no way that's right, is it? But the bigger question is, where the heck is this bolt? It's hiding up top. Now, we can definitely tell this one's bad by looking at it. I know this says 97%, but that just doesn't look right to me. I don't know. We'll keep it over here and see. I'll probably buy a bunch of parts that we don't need again that we're trying to save money, but you know, that's just me. I'm going to end up making the car better than what it should be. Stuck on the jack there. Get out of there, bud. Get out of there. 50%, we're running that. this one's garbage. Absolute garbage. We can't be running this. Come on, pick it up. Let's get to working on our engine if I can find all the wire connections. There's our fuel line. That thing's seen better days. We disconnected it from the fender, right? What the hell's that? Our brake line. Yeah, that thing's shot. This game does some wild stuff. Let me tell you what. A lot of it you just gotta laugh at. This should be our last bolt. Yep. It just did not want to come out right away. 45. Yeah. We're gonna keep them. I don't see any really visual wear yet. It will be coming soon. But we do have this shock down here that's 43, so why wouldn't we keep this if it's 45, right? Actually, before I get this out, let me pull off this starter. It's going to be much easier to do it this way than waiting around. 42, our lowest condition part, I think, so far. But we're going to keep it. I don't see any visual wear. It's going to work still for quite some time, so. Like I said, your overall condition doesn't matter about the quality of your parts. It matters how many parts you have on your vehicle. Oh, thanks, bud. Fell right out. Where's our engine lift? Back over here. Because we will be tearing this thing apart again. Or not again for that engine, obviously, but we've already tore apart an engine or two already in this series. We'll do the same for that one. Because it's in our best interest. So we can salvage, hopefully salvage as many parts as we can. Tell me this transmission's good. Yes, almost new. Heck yeah, it's our lucky day. Set that there. We did actually get quite a few good parts off of this vehicle. I mean, most of it was underneath. And everything else is pretty much garbage, I think, but heck yeah. This is probably not going to come out now. This drive shaft will probably, yeah, see, it's not coming out. This is a problem with the game sometimes. It should come out once we reload back in, which we're not going to do that this time. But once we reload back in, this drive shaft should come out. If it doesn't, well, then we might have some issues. I'm trying to get underneath it here. We need to get the... You know, I'm going to leave that in there right now. Yeah, I don't believe this is why it wouldn't come out. It should fall out without that. Transmission support is good, actually. Let me see where's my cutter at? There. Man, those welds showed up from all the way over there, dang. This should come out. Those are going to fall off there. But it shouldn't fall off because they're still tacked up on the front side. Yeah, those are missing. I don't know. I think some things aren't coming off like they should. Probably have to reload back in, like I said. Because if I grab the welder, there should be 2 support pieces that run across right here and then over there on that side of the floorboard. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, I don't know. Something's going on. Where'd my cutter go? I'm going to cut that. Yeah, for some reason, it's not coming out. I'm not sure why. This piece here. Yeah, I don't know. But, because if we cut this off. And when you're cutting a vehicle down to nothing and starting over again, you want to be extremely careful, guys. Because you could completely lose the car. Now, what I found, if you just keep 2 pieces welded together, you're usually pretty good. But if you cut it down too far, you really won't be able to weld pieces back together, from what I've seen. Now, I've seen something that might have changed in the new update. That maybe it is possible now, but you still need an existing vehicle. So, it would be nice that if we could just go to the catalog and start buying pieces for a car and start welding them together from scratch, right? Not have to have an existing vehicle to do that. That would be nice. I would just build a completely new car. Yeah, see, they say 100%, but I don't know. We'll try them. Or let's see what this one is. 100%. Yeah, they say 100%. We'll try them again, but we'll cut this thing apart and see how much damage there is, because we're going to have to get this floor and this firewall out. You know what? Let me quick save for a minute. It's just safe to quick save. So just in case we screw the car up, we can come back to this point. Because as long as you can connect pieces like that, see, there you go, you're still good at that point. If you cut a car down too far enough, you won't get that check mark and it won't stay. Or you may get the check mark, but it just won't stay. It will fall right off. Should pop off. There you go. Yeah, that might be why those were sitting a little weird, because this firewall's ruined for game. Now we got to see about our floor, because we have to replace our floor before we can worry about our firewall. So this should come off right here. I'm hoping this is the welds we need for the floor. Must not be. No, that's for the jack stand. Yeah, I'm not getting those. Maybe you'll fly off on reload. Because it doesn't matter if this is connected. See, we're not getting any welds at all now for that piece, so that means that piece is not falling out. This cross piece that's going across the whole bottom here, it's not falling out. There's no welds there, so that means it's not going to come out unless I reload and reload back in. And then I have a feeling that this floor, this drive shaft, and this piece running across here will all fall out on reload. I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, well, then we're missing a weld somewhere for this piece, but yeah. We need to keep these sections connected, and these wheel housings might fall off too, so technically we may only have 2 sections connected. So, hopefully... Yeah, see it's showing those welds again there. See, that weld's not showing back up. There should be a weld right over there, too. Just like that one right there. There should be one showing up right there. Huh. Like I said, some interesting things going on with this vehicle. Oh, these frame rails are separate, so I believe. So there's 1, 2, 3. This part of the floor and this floor is separate. Those are still welded together. This piece is still here, too. This middle frame brace. So there's more than 3 pieces welded together. So we should be fine, even if we save it again. That we're not going to come back to a car that's completely disappeared and then this car's junk at that point because you can't put it back together. I think we should be fine. Famous last words. If it is, well then I guess it is. Totally gone and we can't fix it, but I don't think so. I don't think we're at that point right now. But again, disclaimer, I could be wrong. But all right, guys. Well, that took a long time just to pull apart the car, and it's still not, obviously, completely apart. But, you know, we're working on it. Car repair takes a long time sometimes. Things can't be just done in one video. So, if you guys like this video, please leave it a like. If you like my content, like my channel, consider subscribing to me. All your support is greatly appreciated. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later.